It's been a good recruiting season for the staff so far. They've been working really hard. Just about 3 weeks in right now, one more week to go, and that'll be critical for us as a program to make sure we finish strong this month with one of the opportunities we have really to be out in the high schools and in the community. So it's been really valuable so far. We're going to finish it strong. It's great to be out here tonight at Miami Mike's. This is a great location for us. Tremendous support from the people in this area. And I'm excited to get out and get out of the office and get a chance to meet some of the fans live and in person, give them a chance to be around some of the trophies from last season and really be around some of the other people in the athletics department that do a great job at Rutgers.
How about for the players on the current team? I know there's limited contact, but what do you know about the progress they're making right now?
Yeah, we're finishing up final exams right now. I'm excited about the spring we had overall. They'll get about a 2 to 2.5 week break right now, depending on when their finals ended. And then we'll be back ready for the 9-week summer program. I know the players are excited about that. I'm excited about that. It's one of the more critical times of the year to make sure we come back the first day of training camp better than we ended spring practice.
I think the general fan probably knows what goes on in those 9 weeks, like just a rough schedule, I guess, what they're
Sure. Yeah, it's a lot of conditioning, a lot of strength training, and it's a fair amount of football. But most of the football that they do, now we can do 2 hours a week with the coaches in the classroom, but most of the football in that time period will be run by the upperclassmen, the older players. They'll run their own 7-on-7s, their own skill development at each position, and it's a time of year where if you do it right, you can really make tremendous gains.
How many new guys are you expecting at the end of the month for that first session?
We will have somewhere between 4 and 6 in our first summer session.
How much of an advantage is that for guys that come in 3 weeks early?
It's a little bit of an advantage. I think if you get the whole semester in and you get spring practice and winter training and all that, I think there's a big advantage. In the summer, it's a little bit of an advantage. I think for the players down in Florida who generally graduate earlier, it's an opportunity for them to get a little bit more training in the spring, whereas in the Northeast, school goes a little bit longer.
You talked about Chris being ahead of Hayden, in the quarterback job. Is there any way Hayden can catch up with him during the summer? What's that whole process like during it?
I think that's what the summer is going to really determine. And again, we'll make a decision 7 to 10 days in. That's usually the line of demarcation in terms of when you have to do it. But I don't think there's a tremendous difference between Chris and Hayden. I just thought Chris was a little bit ahead. That's why I said what I said. There's no doubt with a great summer. We enter training camp, and in my mind, we have a very healthy competition with 2 guys that are performing at a high level.
Obviously, last year at this point of year was going into the first year in the Big Ten, and I think everybody knew there was a pretty big chip on this program's shoulder. That's the word the guys use all the time. Going into the second year, do you feel like that chip's still there for everybody?
I never felt that way. I felt we had a good team last year. I know the players recorded like that, so maybe they do. You'd have to ask them. I think the most important thing for us as a program is now we start 0-0 again. And there were a lot of unknowns last year. 12 teams on the schedule, none of which we had played the year prior. That won't be the case this year, although we have a couple that will be new to us. So we have to make sure that we're prepared for that. We have a little bit more knowledge of what it's like to play in the Big Ten because now we've done it. But at the same time, we'll come out every week. The goal will be to be 1-0, and we need to perform at a high level to be 1-0. Because in this league, if you don't perform at a high level, it's hard to win football games.